We should be able to appear behind them without them knowing. We're going to go ahead and use our tiger form. Get the stun onto the Thanatos. We get stunned. We could have used our beads right there. We use our 2 to get some damage. We got some more damage on the Thanatos. We're focusing him. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the Thanatos. We do have our blink. We're going to go ahead and blink in. Activate our 2. Use our 1. We're able to get the pick onto the Artio. We're going to go ahead and dash through. Get the knockback onto the Merlin. He uses his 2. We're going to fall back because we don't really have anything for him. We use our 2. We use our 1. We are recovering because of Soul Eater. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to put pressure on him under tower, but we see Uller going from the back line, and we're able to get the assist onto the Merlin. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request and a skin showcase for the Neon Shifter Sung Wukong and Solo. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. As always, the full build is in the description down below. If you are a returning viewer, Sung Wukong is kind of the king of getting away and recovering health with his ultimate. He is very evasive. I don't think he's really strong in solo lane right now. I definitely think there are better options. This skin's theme might be my new favorite theme set. End game, it just looks absolutely fantastic and has a lot of really cool effects. With all that said, let's go ahead and jump into Sung Wukong's kit. Sung Wukong's 1 is a line attack that's going to deal an additional 30% damage to minions and jungle camps. Sung Wukong's 2, Sung Wukong's going to spin around and then deal damage. He's going to damage and slow all enemies. The movement speed slow is 30% for 2 seconds, and the attack speed slow is 25% for 2 seconds. Sung Wukong's 3, 72 transformations. Sung Wukong transforms into an eagle, tiger, or ox and charges forward. The eagle is the fastest of the 3 forms. It is immune to slow and root effects. The tiger is going to maul the first enemy it runs into, stunning and causing damage. The ox is going to knock aside all enemies in its path, causing damage. It is immune to slow, root, and knockup effects. The tiger does do a little bit more damage than the ox, and the tiger stun is 1.4 seconds. Sung Wukong's ultimate. Sung Wukong is going to leap onto a cloud for 5 seconds, leaving a pet behind. While on the cloud, Sung Wukong is invisible and regenerates health. He may leap off the cloud before the duration expires, dealing damage. The pet inherits 100% of Sung Wukong's health and protections and does 50% of his basic attack power. The pet is killed instantly if hit by a hard crowd control, excluding banishes and knockbacks. If the pet dies, Sung Wukong is revealed on his cloud. He's going to heal 5% of his health per second. And finally, Sung Wukong's passive. When Sung Wukong is below 50% health, he gains 10 physical power and 10 protections, plus another 2 physical power and 1 protection for his current level. While Undefeated Body is active, if Sung Wukong goes above 50% health, he maintains the buff for 12 seconds. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 1, level 2, put a point into our 3, level 3, put a point into our 2, level 4, another point into our 2. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 2, max out our 1, max out our 3. In terms of the start, we started with Fighter's Mask and 4 health pots and 2 multi-pots. Fighter's Mask is going to provide us 30 physical power. It did recently just receive a nerf, but I think it's going to give us a stronger start than any of the starter items. For our relic, we went with Blink. Being able to blink tiger somebody in the late game is going to be very effective in team fights. This skin looks really cool. Whenever you're using a 3, there's all these like neon glow and trail animations, and it just looks sick. I'm really impressed with the skin. From the card art, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good skin, but from playing it in game, this is an absolutely fantastic skin. It has a special emote and everything. Kind of back to Sung Wukong. Sung Wukong's 2 does more damage than his 1, unless you're going against minions or jungle monsters. So if we're going to hit the enemy with our 2, it's going to slow them, deal the most damage. The tiger form does the most damage of our 3 transformations. Like, look at how cool that ox is. All of the transformations just look absolutely sick. I feel like a lot of gods are going to have more pressure than us at this point in the game. Although we did just outclear this Ganesh. I don't know why I called him Ganesh. It is a Gilgamesh. The magic number that we're looking for is 2,100 gold. That's going to allow us to get Soul Eater. By getting a little bit of lifesteal, we can kind of play with some Wukong's passive.
An enemy has been slain.
If we drop below 50% health, we can then get above 50% health and then kind of keep activating some Wukong's passive. We're going to go ahead and ward, make a play for a blue buff. We'll wait it out. We are 7 gold away from picking up the Soul Eater. We're able to drop blue. I'm going to go ahead and stick around for one more wave. We're going to go ahead back. Up, he put some pressure on us. We use our bird. He uses his ultimate. That was a calculated escape. We knew we were going to have 16 health whenever we let him attack us like that. So we went ahead and picked up Soul Eater. Soul Eater is going to provide us 20 physical power, 10% physical lifesteal, 10% physical penetration, and 10% cooldown reduction. Kind of have as a stat for everything. As a passive that your abilities heal you for 5% of the damage dealt. Each time anything dies within 80 units, you gain a stack. Gods, large jungle monsters, and bosses provide 5 stacks. At 75 stacks, Soul Eater evolves, gaining 15 physical power and 5 physical lifesteal, along with causing your abilities to heal you for 20% of the damage dealt. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We have a little bit of pressure right here. We land, Mercury's here. It's a jump, we use our 2, and we're able to get the pick. Thanatos is here. So that comes in. I don't think we're going to be able to get the pick onto the Thanatos. Ardio's now here. We're going to go ahead and use our Tiger. We get stunned out of our Tiger. We're going to use our 2 for the slow. We get hit by the Thanatos Scythe. Activate our 1. We have our 2 here in just a second. We go ahead and use it, and we're able to get the pick onto the Thanatos. Ardio is under the tier 2, so I really don't think we're going to be able to get her unless she steps up. Evolved Soul Eaters can provide us 35 physical power, 15 physical lifesteal, 10% physical penetration, and 10% cooldown reduction. As a passive that your abilities heal you for 20% of the damage dealt players. We are going to have to fall back here. We don't really have the health to keep fighting this. We were able to steal the blue, so we're going to go ahead and take that. Activate our 2. And that's all we really have. Mercury is able to clean up Gilgamesh. That is 36 stacks on our Soul Eater. That's going to really put him behind. He died, came back to lane, immediately died, lost his blue. So I think that Mercury and Sobek just facilitated our lead. And I don't think there's much Gilgamesh is going to be able to do to come back. I think those 2 fights right there just won us the lane.
Out of mana.
4 in the right. Mercury's being pretty aggressive. He uses his ultimate. We're going to go ahead and start working on the Breastplate of Valor. Pick up 2 multi-potions, 2 wards. I absolutely love using the 3 in this skin. The neon trails are so cool.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We are working on getting some videos for some of the other skins. The Anubis skin, the Janus skin, the Tsukiyomi skin. Then we've also still got some skins from the previous patch coming out pretty soon. Or videos for those skins coming out pretty soon, I should say. The skins are already out. Gilgamesh is going to step up, and he has 0 mana. We go ahead and knock him up with our 3. Activate our 2, get the slow. Basic attack. With Sun Wukong, we can use our ultimate to eat tower shots for us, so we can get free pressure inside of a tower. We're going to use our Tiger. We're going to use our ultimate. Tower's going to start shooting our pet. Activator 2, Activator 1, and we're able to get a pick onto the Gilgamesh without taking a single tower shot. Post ultimate, we did take a tower shot as we were ulting. gonna go ahead and take his blue buff. Thanatos is nearby. We might try to fight him. We get hit by the scythe and we miss her too. So there's not too much else we're gonna be able to do besides that. We know to pull out at that point.
Mixing it up.
Attack the gold fury!
We're gonna go ahead and make a play for our blue buff.
Complete.
Never expect this one.
My hello, subjects.
Watch out now.
The special emote is nothing special. It does have kind of the neon trails, which I think are really cool on the skin. I'm glad it has a special emote. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad it's there. It's just nothing crazy. I'm gonna use the tiger, get the stun, activate the 2 for the slow. Should probably have tried to weave in a basic attack before using our 2. That's Gilgamesh's ultimate. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate. We're gonna jump in. We could have stayed up there a little bit longer to recover some health,
Mixing it up.
but we want to tussle. We want to see how much damage we can get off. Thanatos is here. We do not want to tussle. We do not want to tussle. 4 people here. We go down.
What else can you do?
Yeah, there was not too much we could do right there. We could have sat in our ultimate a little longer, but we were trying to be aggressive in the 1v1. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Breastplate of Valor. Breastplate of Valor is going to provide us 65 physical protections, 300 mana, 10 MP5, and 20% cooldown reduction. This item's stats are so strong, it does not have a passive.
Enemies incoming! Your right tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and pick up beads for our second relic. There's our special emote.
Stand back. I can handle
Perhaps
this. In time, I will apologize.
I guess it also has like a hologram appear on his back. The hologram looks pretty cool.
An ally has been
We're going to go ahead, clear wave in right.
You'll love to see it.
killing spree.
We're going to go ahead and make our way to the team fight in mid.
Down.
That's a Thanatos ultimate.
Ultimate is ready. Attack.
We should be able to appear behind them without them knowing. We're going to go ahead and use our Tiger form. Get the stun onto the Thanatos. We get stunned. We could have used our beads right there. We use our 2 to get some damage. We got some more damage on the Thanatos. We're focusing him. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the Thanatos. We do have our blink. We're going to go ahead and blink in. Activate our 2. Use our 1. We're able to get the pick onto the Artio. We're going to go ahead and dash through. Get the knockback onto the Merlin. He uses his 2. We're going to fall back because we don't really have anything for him. We use our 2, we use our 1, we are recovering because of Soul Eater. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to put pressure on him under tower, but we see Uller going from the back line, and we're able to get the assist onto the Merlin. That fight went pretty well. This Uller is also kind of popping off this game.
Enemies have returned to base.
We're going to try to make our way all the way back to right so we can pick up that blue buff. Sun Wukong is pretty dependent on the blue buff.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
We were not able to make it back in time.
On my way. Out of mana.
We get the stun.
Enemy
We know Thanatos is nearby. We're going to use our 2. That's the Thanatos ultimate. We recover a lot of health with our 1 right there. Great blink by that Mercury. Gilgamesh jumps in. We're going to use our 3. Get the stun. Basic. Use our 2. And we're able to get the pick onto the Gilgamesh.
Nice work, kid.
We absolutely dominated that 2v2.
I need the jungle buff. On my way. Yes.
We couldn't pick up our blue, but we can pick up their blue.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead back and pick up the Sledge. The Sledge is going to provide us 40 physical power, 250 health, 150 mana, and 20% crowd control reduction. As a passive that for each enemy god within 55 units of you, you're going to gain a stacking buff that provides 8 protections. This can stack up to 3 times. We're really picking up this item for the 20% crowd control reduction. The way crowd control reduction works is if we get stunned for 1 second and we have 20% crowd control reduction, we're only going to be stunned for 0.8 seconds. So as a frontliner, it is very helpful to not be CC'd as long as possible. If we can get in, just eat a little bit of CC, get out a little bit quicker than normal, we've just burned their abilities and they didn't get the full use out of it. We're going to go ahead and make our way to this team fight right here. We're going to blink in, use our 2, use our 1, use our 3, we're able to get the pick onto the Gilgamesh. We're going to try to just get some basics onto this Merlin, we use our 2. Our passive is not activated, we're going to use our 1. We do have our ultimate. That's his dash, we're going to use our bull form, or ox form. Get some great damage onto him. Sobek's able to get the pick. We used our ultimate a little early there.
Attack Fire Giant.
If Ardu did not dash, we would have been able to hit her. We try to make the call to go for Pyromancer, but nobody's over here, so there's not too much we're going to be able to do by ourselves. Level 16, 16 minutes into the game. I feel like we're doing pretty good in terms of leveling. This poor Gilgamesh is only level 11. He had some really unfortunate deaths, and he's fighting like he is the same level or a higher level than us. Unfortunately, he was able to secure his blue.
Mixing it up.
Be careful!
Enemy missing right. Cancel that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this Gilgamesh is not respecting the level difference. Use the tiger form, he's able to jump over us. He kicks us into the wall. That's his ultimate. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate. It is better for us to burn our ultimate than it is for us to burn our beads. Good little wiggle by him.
I need the jungle buff.
We're going to make a play for the blue buff. We are pretty low on mana.
Watch out now.
That's the Thanatos ultimate.
Enemy missing right. On my way.
We have everything but our ultimate. So we got to be a little careful on this engagement. We're trying to get Anubis out. Provide him a little bit of heal. We're able to get the tiger stun. Ardio dashes away. That's 2 down on the enemy team from that fight. 3 in total. Merlin just gets back up. We have our ult in 20.
Yes. Never expect.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a play for the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer is going to provide our team with a buff that lasts for 1 minute. The buff is that whenever we leave the fountain, we're going to get 40% increased movement speed for 15 seconds.
Nice work, kid.
So anytime we leave the fountain within that minute, we get the additional movement speed.
A signature move. Get back. Be right back.
I'll attack!
On my way.
Your left tower is under attack.
Burning bright. Mixing it up. On my way.
Great fight!
We went ahead and picked up Ancile. Ancile is going to provide us with 50 physical power, 30 magical protections, and 10% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that whenever you take magical damage from an enemy ability, you're going to unleash a shockwave that silences all enemies within a range of 30 units for 1 second. This can only happen once every 30 seconds. We're gonna get some pressure onto this Merlin. We use our beads a little late right there. That's a Thanatos ultimate. We're gonna go use our 2. He's immune to slows and his 2. We're gonna go use our ultimate. Dive the Thanatos. He looks like he's able to get away. We're gonna get the stun onto the RDO. Ruler is able to get the pick. Gilgamesh is not here. That's a pluck onto Gilgamesh, and the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. The full build is in the description down below. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.